saber lunge. Keep the hand up. Keep this up. Hand up so it comes straight through the shoulder. Again. And lunge. Yes. Head parry. Molinet. Volt. Molinet. Here he comes behind you. Whack him! From here. Yes? Here's a word of advice for you, little brother. When the time comes for you to fight for king and country, you avoid the provincials like the plague. Join the regulars. Pay, fiddles, even the boots are better.
I wish you were my brother, not my half-brother. I feel all of you as my brother.
So I am, George. So I am. Forever.
I, Augustine Washington, being of sound mind and body, do assert this to be my true will and testament. To my eldest son, Lawrence, the firstborn of my first marriage, I do hereby will and bequeath the farm and properties called Hunting Creek, together with all slaves and perquisites that belong thereto. To my son Lawrence, I also bequeath the iron ore mine, along with all laborers, machinery, etc., that belong thereto.
Lawrence gets Hunting Creek, Augustine gets Pope's Creek, and he leaves Ferry Farm to you. Two best to the sons of the first wife, the poorest place to my son.
Lawrence and Augustine are older than me, Mama.
Lawrence and Augustine are the spawn of a wife long dead. I'm the living widow. Where was his consideration of me?
Father knew your share would be my share, Mama.
What share is that, George? Ferry Farm, ha! Your brother not only gets the choice property, he inherits the quality neighbors. Well, that's one inheritance I do not begrudge him. I would not take 10 steps out of my way to nod good morning to any Fairfax. Oh, they pretend to be gracious enough, but I know what they really thought of us. If I never see the other Washingtons again, it'll be too soon. Miles and miles of miserable roads, and what have we gained? Nothing.
Welcome back to Ferry Farm. Welcome back, children. Here we'll live out the rest of our days, thanks to the gracious goodness of your father, gone to his eternal rest.
I'm hungry, Mama.
You are not. I want all you children straight in bed and with no fuss because I have the migraine. We shall have to ration the provisions from now on, Sarah. We shall not return this evening any richer than we left this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Straight to bed!
Master George, your mother wants you right now.
George, would you rather be a surveyor or a soldier? Yes, a soldier.
Soldier, indeed. At least as a surveyor, you could earn for the family. You've always been good at mathematics.
Maybe I'll be both. A soldier who can draw perfect maps. And get paid twice.
I'll settle for your getting paid now for any job. This family needs money. Enough said.
Help! Get up! Get up! Get up! Help!
George! Lawrence! You already taller than any of us. Will you never stop growing?
How you feeling? Congestion all gone?
Oh,
How long you
no,
fed?
better.
You hungry? You
Stay for
thirsty?
Master. But George should make new friends. He is a Washington, ma'am. He can move in society. It's time he saw Williamsburg. I should admire to take it. Oh, I like that one.
But we are poor relations who must work the livelong day. Tasting the city life is for those who live at Hunting Creek.
which I now call Mount Vernon, ma'am, in honor of Admiral Vernon, under whom I served at Cartagena.
How interesting. But you didn't come all this distance to tell us that.
Well, actually, I came to visit with my flesh and blood.
Your father's flesh and blood?
And to extend an invitation to yourself, ma'am, and to my father's flesh and blood.
An invitation?
To a wedding. And Fairfax and I are to be married.
Someday, Betsy, you'll have a wedding like this, huh?
She already has enough fancy notions in her head without you putting one more there.
Mama, please, can't we just enjoy the day?
Well, all Washington's and all in one great bunch. What luck. I congratulate you, Mike.
Whatever for?
Lawrence being your...
My stepson?
Yes, quite. It's all family, ma'am. All family. How are you, George?
I do well, Mr. Fairfax. Thank you, sir.
I hear great reports of your horsemanship. Your half-brother, Lawrence, cannot sing your praises too loudly.
Oh.
You ride the hounds at Fairfax?
There's very little of that sort of thing, Mr. Fairfax. We've no time to waste.
Really? Well, then you must agree to ride with us, George. Have you seen our stables?
No, I haven't.
Well, they're worth a visit. Come. If you'll excuse us, Miss Washington.
Yeah.
Come. Strike your fancy?
It's as fine an animals I've ever seen, sir.
You must stop the sir business. It's too formal. Call me George. No. George and George will be hearing echoes. Call me what my sister calls me, which is Will. I was christened George William.
Are you sure?
Of course. We're more than friends now. We're relatives. And so I may make a bold presumption. If you do come to ride with us, can you manage the, correct
boots and breeches for the hunt? Yes, I can. They're not as grand as they have in the mother country, sir.
Yeah, Will. Grand can be found in Virginia. Come along. Thank you, John. To the man informed. Take this one off.
What? No,
You know, London is amazing. Just to see it makes you proud to be a freeborn Englishman. I purchased this in England just before I sailed for home.
This won't strike your fancy? Come on. I think I'm but scratching the surface of hidden desires. Well, it's the largest I have.
no.
But in any case, you shall have the boots for your first hunt.
No, I couldn't.
No, you can't refuse. They're a gift from a relative. Unless, of course, they don't fit. Sit down.
Oh, Will, I can't believe it's actually happening.
Father, do you remember George Washington?
Oh, yes, of course. A young giant.
George, your first lesson in family diplomacy. It might be better if we let Father earn the Mask of the Fox today. He'll take a liking to you that much sooner, you see.
Where are you going? Come back! Good Lord! Tally-ho! George, it's not the way we do it!
You're the father, the dog's not feeding up George!
Father's a good man, George. Just a touch pompous. He does know one thing, though. If you want to make your way in this world, you must grab the coattails of an important man.
You think all this belongs to Father. It doesn't. It belongs to Lord Thomas Fairfax, a cousin. My father is merely his land agent. I didn't know that. The king bestowed about 5 million acres on Lord Thomas. Father sells off parcels to fatten his lordship's purse, hoping and praying that someday his lordship will bequeath us 1 million acres. Even this prize hound belongs to Uncle. Monarch, you behave now. We must make sure this arrogant gent does not tear his chosen lady apart during the amorous minuet.
You listen to your master, huh? Behave.
Aye, here's his master, your born dog handler, George. This royal gent better get on with it. These colonial dames don't produce a litter with a nose for the fox. His lordship will have our heads. You laugh.
Welcome to Virginia, your lordship. You brought glorious weather with you. I trust the voyage over was not too terribly trying.
I despise the ocean, William.
Yes. Well, everyone is anxious to be presented to you. You remember George, William?
A joy to see you again, Uncle.
Yes, yes.
And his good friend, George Washington.
Your lordship, I am very pleased to be included in
Yes, yes, yes.
And this is... Oh, yes. You'll want to refresh yourself before dining. Dear Anne and all the ladies are preparing, as I understand it, a feast fit for a king.
Let them wait.
Forgive me, your lordship, but...
If you insist in trying to please me, William, bring me my dogs.
Your dogs?
The pack you've bred for me. I want to try them out.
Now, your lordship? Now.
Come on, my beautiful. You beautiful devils. You beautiful devils. You beautiful devils. Aren't you beautiful?
Lads, as well as you ride, it might be best to let his lordship earn the mask of the fox.
Of course, Father.
Ladies, Lord Fairfax.
You must be very charming.
Forgive us, ladies, for our tardy arrival. We stopped in the woods to bag you a gift.
What a surprise! What are you doing here? Ah, this is where you work the livelong day, eh? How long are you with us?
All and sundry Washingtons well, ma'am?
Well, and working hard, thank you.
Would you like a drink?
No, thank you. I'm too full of news.
Good, I hope.
Judge for yourself. My uncle, true lord of the manor, wants a survey of his property.
Think you know.
I'm to organize an expedition.
What, you'll go along?
Yes, of course I will. And so will you.
Me will?
Don't thank me. Uncle specifically asked for that young stallion who rides like the wind to help chart his father's lands.
An expedition into the wilderness.
To the foot of the Shenandoah, ma'am.
Savage country.
Oh, well, we shall meet savages.
You will do so without George.
Mama,
It will be valuable experience for him, ma'am. Working with expert surveyors, learning his trade in the field.
And sleeping in the field and freezing in the field, far from the comforts of home or family. Risking life and limb to make free maps for my Lord Fairfax. I say no, he will not go.
Mrs. Washington, nothing was said of free maps. George will be paid for his work. Well paid.
How much?
$1 shilling a day.
Time to turn in, lads. First one to bed gets the softest straw.
We'll be along in a minute, Mr. Kemp. Is it all as exciting as you imagined? Every bit.
Anything else I can get you, lads?
No, thank you. No.
Hey, Billy! Another soldier bit the dust. Bring up reinforcements.
You've had enough, Caleb Quinn.
Oh, yeah? Well, any man who can stand and fight ain't had enough.
It's time to turn.
Make this your last, dearie, or you'll not find your way to where you want to go this night.
Oh, I find my way to you no matter what. I make Hey, that's something to dream on, huh, lads? A broad bottom and a warm heart. That's better than kingdoms. Lift one with me, buckos. Huh?
We don't know you, sir.
Caleb Quinn, guide and trapper, at your service. All right. Hey, if you've a mind, I could take you to hell and back. Well, the red devils know that you've been and gone. That's lightning in a glass. I know. I distill it myself.
Your spirits. That game if you are, Will. We have to get up before dawn.
This will get you up for creation. Hey, to Millie, huh? My heart's desire.
Millie!
Hey! Well, come on. Bottoms up. It's said that your first drink of it can make you see into the future.
To the future.
Well, you didn't see very far, Will.
If it's so funny, why don't you do with yours as he did? Down it in one gulp. One gulp. I say no.
Hey.
Well, I'll be...
What did you see in the future, huh?
Water.
never knew it was so big, so rich, so green and untouched. Wherever we go, I feel that we're the first to ever walk this land.
Indians are out here somewhere.
When will we see them?
Best if we never do.
Oh, all right. My legs caught. Oh. Just relax. Oh. Give me your arm. Oh, my leg. I've got you. I've got you. I've got you. Okay. All right. Up. Oh. Oh, up. Keep on going. Very good. Come on. Indians.
Back down the hill?
It's too late.
Then what?
Try, smiling.
What is it?
Sorry.
We'll start a new fashion in Williamsburg. Soft shoes.
The bootmakers will never forgive us.
Good hunting, my friends. Until we meet again.
so many wonders I couldn't count them all. And, well, of course there were the Indians.
Indians? George saw Indians.
Strange, but impressive-looking creatures with bows and arrows. And feathers, and they had drums.
They really chop people's scalps off?
Yes. Yes.
Can I try on your Indian shoes?
They're called moccasins. Hey, 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 hey,
George Washington, you finish your story.
Will Fairfax says that nature plays a trick on us. It draws us further and further west by making it more and more beautiful. I know that if ever I travel to the end of this land, I'm sure I'll come to paradise.
And you'll know you're dead and buried. You are all supposed to be in bed instead of listening to foolish notions about exploring the wilds and looking for paradise, which no doubt also belongs to the Fairfaxes. Tomorrow I want more work and less talk. That goes for you too, George.
So much for paradise.